Do you know what time it is? Time to set your libido on fire with a diet that boosts sexual desire. What is up, Sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with your girl, Dr. Sanjaya, America's favorite sexologist. Welcome to 2021, most definitely your very best year to have some sexual fun. And at the beginning of the year, what does everybody do? Diet. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about the sex diet. We're talking about foods that rev up sexual desire because lack of libido is a very real issue for so many men and women everywhere. And what you put in your mouth has a lot to do with feeling desire in your regions down south. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, one of my girlfriends was just telling me she has no more libido. Yes, this woman, who was previously very sexually active, confessed that she has absolutely no desire for sex anymore. Now, I suspect that since she does have a very young child, the overwhelming responsibility of becoming a new mother has temporarily diminished her sexual desire. And you know what? That's pretty normal for someone in her situation. But I also told her that she did need to watch what she eats because nutritional intake has a lot to do with sexual functioning, including desire. And when you eat unhealthy foods that clog up your arteries and make you feel sluggish, well, your body can't function at its premium level because too many processed foods or foods that are high in unhealthy fats, well, they can depress your sexual appetite. And why eat that mierda when there are so many foods that support optimal blood circulation and nutritional balance, which stimulates desire and naturally supports sexual functioning? Yes, you could do that instead, right? So I know what you're thinking right now. Dr. Sanjaya, what should I eat in 2021 to enhance sexual desire and increase sexual fun? Boo, you know I got you. Watermelon! This, my friends, is like a supernatural form of delicious Viagra. Not only is watermelon rich in lycopene, which also contains citrulline, which your body naturally converts to the amino acid arginine. And you know what that does? Well, it helps relax your blood vessels so that your blood can come rushing to exactly where it needs to go when you are sexually excited. This is very similar to the way that Viagra works in your body, people. And while scientists used to think that most of the citrulline was in the watermelon rind, well, more recent studies have found that the yummy, red, fleshy part of the watermelon, well, that part is filled with citrulline too. And you know what? I know for a fact that it really works. Because A, I have made watermelon shakes to test it out, and it is super effective. As a matter of fact, about a month ago, I bought a watermelon, but then I waited too long to cut it. So when I opened it, it was just too ripe to eat. So I chopped it up and froze it, and then I added it to my morning veggie shakes for a few days. And let me tell you, I was on fire. Seriously, I was so unbelievably filled with sexual desire, I almost could not work. It was actually distracting me, people. So I had to figure out what was going on. And then you know what? I just laughed at myself when I remembered I had been putting that watermelon in my shake for like 4 days in a row. I laughed super hard. And the exact same thing happened to my girlfriend a few years back when she was on some crazy watermelon diet. It was so funny. She came to the gym one day complaining about being way too horny and not having anyone to, release her horniness. And I was like, well, what's going on? What have you been eating? She said she made a diet cake from watermelon. And when I told her about the citrulline, we died laughing. So yeah, watermelon. Eat some and then go get some. Pomegranate. Yup. This was like one of my favorite fruits as a child growing up. And no, it had nothing to do with me becoming a sexologist. But if you really want to boost your sex life, pomegranate most definitely should be inside of your body, okay? Pomegranate has 3 times more antioxidants than even red wine or green tea. And you know what? Antioxidants improve blood circulation, they reduce your risk for heart disease, and they fight harmful free radicals that cause aging, illness, cancer, and they reduce inflammation, okay? All of these things are what can really diminish your sexual desire, but pomegranate combats all that. Pomegranate antioxidants have even been known to help fight breast cancer, and we all know someone who has survived breast cancer. Yes, indeed. So get your sex life on and beat cancer too. A major benefit of pomegranate is that it has been shown to increase testosterone levels, which are like super important to sex drive in both men and women. It is one of the easiest and tastiest ways to support testosterone production. And a study at Queen Margaret University in Edinburgh, Scotland, well, that study, they found that participants who were given 1 glass of pomegranate juice per day for 2 weeks, they had a 24% increase in testosterone on average, okay? So if you are considering a testosterone supplement, you may seriously want to try a daily dose of pomegranate instead. Increased pomegranate intake may also reduce erectile dysfunction. Yes, a study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research found that drinking 100% pomegranate juice actually helped manage erectile dysfunction. 50% of participants who drank the juice saw an improvement in their erections. The researchers found out that the changes that they experienced, well, they were due to the high antioxidant content of the pomegranates, which, as I said before, can stop free radicals from, inhibiting blood flow to the penis. So before you ask for Viagra, again, you may want to ask for a glass of pomegranate juice, my friends. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can combine watermelon and pomegranate juice into one powerful libido-boosting drink. Years ago, I secretly tried this recipe when I made my husband a morning shake, and let me tell you, he called me from his office around 11 a.m., about to burst with sexual energy. Thank goodness his receptionist was like 100 years old, because he was really looking for a sexual release after he drank that surprise shake. Ginger! OMG. Ginger stimulates improved blood circulation, which means it helps your blood rush down south and engorge your reproductive organs when you get sexually excited. In fact, when you ingest ginger, your body will naturally feel a little heat. And you know what? That heat mimics the same heat your body feels during sexual arousal. Yes! In fact, ginger is such a powerful natural stimulant. Diabetics or people who are on blood thinners, well, they need to ask their doctor before they start eating ginger every day. Yes, they do. But for most of us, stimulation is the only side effect of ginger, which is pretty cool, considering all the yummy dishes and meals that you can make with ginger. Shoot, I put ginger in my veggie shake every single morning. And you know what? That just might be why I stay stimulating all day. Figs! Yes, figs, baby! With their very erotic shape, figs have long been associated with sexuality in almost every single culture. They were a symbol of love in ancient Greece, and they actually held like a sex ritual to celebrate the arrival of a new fig crop. New figs, everybody, time to have sex. Figs are super rich in amino acids, and they're a great source of magnesium and potassium, and these minerals seriously impact sexual performance. One study even concluded that figs may reduce erectile dysfunction, but the study also included extracts from 3 other plants, so it's hard to know whether the erections improved from the figs or was it a combination of the figs and the other plant extracts. But you don't need a research study to know that the sensual appearance of figs is enough to be a turn-on in and of itself. If you have never sliced a fig in half, I invite you to do so, baby, because a fig's appearance will remind you of what a very healthy and sensual vagina looks like. It's fleshy, reddish center surrounded by a sweet brown caramelized skin. It is something to behold. Oh, baby! I think it's about time to open up a fig, don't you think? And last, but certainly not least, is my favorite sweet treat, dark chocolate. Yes, indeed. Consuming dark chocolate increases the feel-good hormones serotonin and dopamine, which promote relaxation and stress reduction. Yes! Studies conducted by universities have found that women who consume chocolate daily significantly increase levels of sexual desire compared to those that didn't. Sometimes Women who overindulge in chocolate, well, they report feelings of being high, the same type of high you feel when you are falling in love. So it is real, ladies. When you feel like staying home on a Saturday night, just you and a box of chocolates, well, you know what? You probably really feel like falling in love, or rather in lust. And chocolate, you know what? Chocolate is just often easier to deal with than another human being. So now, let's quickly talk about how you can get these 5 libido-boosting foods into your body on a daily basis, baby. Well, you could put the first 3 ingredients in your morning shake, right? Watermelon, pomegranate, and ginger, and then your day is off to a really sexy start. And then you know what you could do next? You could have figs in your lunch or your dinner. I make this super simple, delicious recipe. It's simply spiralized butternut squash with olive oil, figs, and Parmesan cheese. Yummy. It is so delicious, and it is really good for you, too. But you can easily add figs to a salad or slice them up to cook with chicken or fish, and you can even eat them raw. And since they're also super high in fiber, you will likely enjoy the benefits of more bowel regularity, which, admittedly is not too sexy to talk about, but neither is constipation. So pick your evil, okay? I would much prefer my lover to have a high-functioning gastrointestinal system rather than a blocked-up booty. You know what I'm saying? Now, dark chocolate is easy to fit into your diet, right? It's always a great dessert choice. So after your fig meal, why not have a bit of chocolate? Or how about every afternoon? Have a small piece of chocolate during that 2 to 3 p.m., the afternoon slump so many people experience. Or you could have it for dessert after dinner. Or what's even better, how about eating some melted dark chocolate off your lover's belly after dinner? Or maybe their inner thighs? And perhaps just a touch of chocolate on their nipples? Or maybe right around the collar of their neck? I don't know. What do you think? All right, y'all. Now that I have given a daily desire menu to keep your libido on track, it is time for the climax, when I give y'all a little something to remember about how to eat your way to increase sexual desire. 1, so many foods can improve sexual health. So if you haven't been feeling sexual desire for a while, maybe it is time to look at your diet. 2, unhealthy processed foods that are bad for your body are also really bad for your sexual appetite. 3, watermelon, pomegranate, ginger, figs, and dark chocolate. Those are 5 delicious foods that can really rev up your level of sexual desire. And 4, these foods are also easy to put into a shake or incorporate into your daily meals. So if sexual desire is important to you, you need to find a way to get these foods into your body, baby. Boom! There you have it, the sex diet for 2021. Now you know what you have to do next. Share this show with someone who needs to improve their libido. And that could be your man, your woman, your sister, your brother, your mama, or your daddy. We all know somebody who hasn't had sex in way too long. This is your year to be thoughtful and make sure they have all the info they need to achieve the sex life of their dreams. Because if they do, you know what's going to happen? They're going to be so much nicer to you. Much more pleasant to be around. Ain't nobody ever had an amazing orgasm and ended up in a bad mood. For your daily dose of Nookie knowledge, check me out on all the social media platforms. That's Dr. Sanjaya, DrSonJia, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Come on, baby. It is 2021, and it is time for you to link up with me. Y'all, I had so much fun chatting you up about your sex diet for 2021. I'm Dr. Sanjaya, America's sex educator, and thanks so much for tuning in to Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex. The most natural aphrodisiac in the world is smell. That is exactly why I wear Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil every day. Sense is made from essential oil fragrances, scientifically proven to ignite desire and a sense of pleasure in everybody who smells it. Smell good, feel good with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Get yours today at sensebodyoil.com. That's SENSE bodyoil.com.